Kia ora koutou katoa. Hello, this is Lesley Ormsby, psychic medium, healer, teacher of spiritual and mystical things, and so much more. So part of the so much more is I do these monthly and or weekly reads and messages, or whatever you like to call them, that come through, and there are forecasts, of course, of what could be happening in the month coming. But like I say, I do the weekly ones as well, so which are really cool because they come in and it maybe just giving you that a little bit of a zhuzh up during the week, to keep you that momentum going, and or maybe a little pickup or something that helps you to a little bit of clarity to help you figure out what's going on with you, or during the month. Okay, so anyway, so this read is for, or this session is for the sign of Capricorn, and I'm going to be there's a lot of stillness, there's a lot of thinking, so it's just like shut my mouth, think about it. So there could be something like that's coming up for you, just thinking about, contemplating about what action you're going to take. So anyway, so this is for Capricorn. So I just want to say thank you, Capricorns, or Capricorns, God, Capricornians and Capricorn, for those of you who have subscribed to my channel. Thank you very much, and welcome to my channel. Any new people who new people to watching my videos. So I take this opportunity to invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and please, give me an idea if if it resonates with you or not by leaving a thumbs up or a comment. So if with a comment you don't have to write exactly what you everything, your whole story. So it's usually, some people just give a brief explanation, some people just say hi, and that is cool. I love that as well. So and you may be watching this on my Facebook page, so you might want to I just invite you to either like or follow my page as well on Facebook. So the other thing is that these are general reads, so the messages that are come through may or may not resonate with you right now. If they do, wonderful. If they don't, that's fine, because these are forecasts, so it may not be playing out for you right now. But also these are timeless as well from the date that I make them. So I have got no end date, even though these are coming out weekly, because you may watch this video, or you may be watching this video now in a year's time, and it might make more sense to you, or might make sense to you then than what it did back here now in the past when I filmed this. So there's quite a lot of futuristic stuff that's going on at the moment. So anyhow, which maybe you can relate to that why that's coming up, which is really interesting. So cool. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. So if you would like to book a reading with me to get more information or go a lot more deeper with what is going on for you, my details are down below in the description box as to how you can make contact with me. Okay. Also, these reads are for they're suitable for whether you're Capricorn and you are whether it's your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus sign that you are watching for. And there is a link, if you don't know what your other signs are, in the description box below. There's a link in there that will take you to a website that has a calculator on it. It's free, and then you can find, it will bring up a chart for you, and you can find out what your other ones are that you are connected to. Okay, so just now we're getting into the session. It's like chop chop, let's go. So there's a lot of work that's coming up, okay, or a lot of energy, or there's a lot of things that you need to be doing to clear things up, straighten things up, and put things in their place of organization. And I feel like I feel a little bit rushed or a little bit overwhelmed, and it's like, whoa, what's going on here? So, and I want to start off with the tarot cards, and lately, so for lately I haven't been starting with them this month as often as I have with the other signs. So there's something that really, not a rush, but it seems rushed. It's like something has come, okay, so the Hermit is the theme for now. Okay, so which is about patience and maturity and prudence. Okay, so prudence is the word that I'm more drawn to, but also patience, okay, and maturity. Oh, actually the whole three. So that is the theme for the Hermit. So the Hermit, as you know, as you probably will know, they're more, that's a time for where we need to retreat, or or retreat, okay, and it's a bit like hibernation is the word I'm getting, and like a bear goes away and they in a cave. It's not that you're going to go in a cave, I know, but it might feel like that, but it's not. you don't have to retreat to go in and go in a dark place. A retreat could be, you know, like just, you know, sitting out in the sun and meditating. That's what they're meaning by retreat as well. But it may be that you're not going out. And I know we've just come through this COVID stuff and we're in level 2 now in New Zealand, and we're moving, but moving, you know, towards, you know, level 1 and back into the openness. Openness. Because I can't call it normal, because it's not normal. Back to normal. It's back to a new future, a new being, a new you, the new way of, you know, being, or whatever it is that you mean, what it means to you. But I'm just hearing openness, so it's like the book is open to write your own story. Okay, I'm just going to park that aside because that's a whole different message in a way. It's got jeepers. There's so much going on. But anyway. So the Hermit, so it's like right now, there's a feeling like just to like come back, you know, step back. And so you don't overreact, or don't don't get too overwhelmed. And so you can see things from another perspective, because if you could throw yourself right in it, there's this potential to go right in your head with it and overthink it and make up a story, or a story can be made up. Okay, make up a story, or you can make up a story, or a story might be made up in your head about and amplify it when it's not. Okay, about how things, because I hear it now about how things can go wrong rather than how things can go right. So it's like looking at it about, okay, what is it about this that I haven't, what is good about this that I haven't seen yet? Or what is it about this that I haven't seen yet that is, you know, that is good? But I like to say what is good about this, because it says like what it is straight away, that we're wanting to find out what is good about it that we're not seeing, or that you're not seeing. So it's about rephrasing that question, so you end up asking the correct question. You could say something else, you know, what is going on here, but then it's got, you know, but we tend to, like, if we're just doing that, we tend to look to what is, and it's important to see that, you know, what is not right here, but it's like what is also good about it as well. Okay, so it could be something that's brought up, something to be cleared out or sorted out that needed to be sorted out, you know, a long time ago, or just the other day. So it could be something, you know, and whatever that is, it's you know, but it's something, and it could be something that it's come up for you personally as well. Well, it's all personal, isn't it? So, but something more personally, more close to heart that nobody knows about, that's been triggered, and for you to look deeper as well. So, you know, processing stuff, and sometimes, you know, we can't be going around. We don't want to be going out sharing stuff, and that we don't feel like, you know, because it's ours to take responsibility to sort out for ourselves, and going within and taking some time out. But also it's about being patient, and doing that sometimes, you know, it's like it's about being patient with others that are out there as well, and being mature about the situation. And that's kind of like with whatever is going on with you inward, but also with outward, and seeing, you know, what is happening out there as well. Because that's what it's about. It's figuring out how we fit into it, so we don't get caught up in bullshit, basically. Because, you know, it just sucks up some of our energy, or a lot of energy that we don't really need. So, yeah, find it, because it's just quiet, just still now. And that's where the learning is when we're in that still place. Okay, cool. So, the end of a situation or a phase. Okay, so there's something that this, whatever it is that's going on, is bringing about an end or to a situation or a phase that's that is connected with this, which is why we need to go here. Now, you're hearing me say we, because when I do these reads, I actually connect in with the energy of who I'm working with, so I feel it. So that is my strongest sense. So so I will say we as if I am the sign that I'm working with. So I'm Capricorn, okay, even though I'm a Gemini. And Capricorn is not in my other any of my other charts, is in my chart as well either. So there's something, the Ten of Swords that you will see there is, you know, there's something that's coming to an end, or is at an end. I'm going to be like with just putting it out there. It is at an end, and you'll sort it out, okay, for you. Whatever that is, it's coming to an end. Okay. And because the Swords is about, you know, about our thoughts and our words, our actions, you know, words and actions that we put into action, and our with life challenges, and it's about communicating ideas as well, and making decisions as well, but asserting your power as well, but also obviously in the most loving way that you possibly can to yourself or with yourself and or others in the situation that you're in, because you'll have more, you know, like Spirit say, we have more success, you know, when we're not in when we're looking at things from a point of view, or, you know, a point of view that is for the greater good of one and all, which is why there's that phrase of what is good about this that I'm not seeing, even though there's something really crappy that's going on. Because sometimes you know, it's about stepping in and stepping out, which is what this Hermit phase is about, is to bring about whatever it is to an end. It's because it's like you've been forced into a situation where you have to actually, you know, do something like now about whether it's to do with you or somebody else or something else. I don't know. But you will know. And then we have the Six of Wands. So there's something there, well, that's come out, and the Six of Wands is about, you know, public acclaim and success. So there, look, he's riding his horse, he's got the wreath on there, and he's showing that, you know, he's out on his own, and it's when he's out on his own, there's something that's noticeable. There's some sort of achievement there. So so it may be that you maybe throw in right out there, where you're and having to right out there. Where you're having to sort out some things, or it may be that you've achieved something. It could be like anything, you know, like from an exam, you know, or a course that you've been doing. It could be something where you're doing something like myself. It could be doing, you know, or well, maybe not readings, but, you know, sharing what you know out there, whatever it is for you, or sharing, you know, your business out there, or something that you make, or doing an online class about something. As well. So, oh gosh, all these 5 came out all at once. It's like, holy cow. But anyway, okie dokie, which way are we going? Okay, so this one is at the top, so it came out. Oh, so I picked them up there. Okay, so I'm going to go with okay, let me just have a look at these. Okay, so we're going to go with this one, regeneration, and the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups is, you know, at the bottom, but it's at the bottom, but it's the first one out. So there's something there that you know you're walking away from. Okay, there's a pile of emotions and a pile of, you know, you stack them up, and they're sitting quite balanced actually, but it's like you've figured something out and you're moving on from it. Okay, that's how I'm reading this one. Okay, so it's about taking time, which goes back to the Hermit. Okay, and I'm just putting it underneath there. It's in line with that in the thinking. So there's something there about regeneration, and it's time to leave something behind that is. Because they're talking about thinking, the way you're thinking, and emotions, okay? So it's almost like disconnecting from the emotional attachment, basically, okay? So you can get whatever it is that you're doing done, and which is sometimes like there's a fear, yeah, going in there, or there's a hesitancy for some reason, okay? Okie dokie. So the progress is slow but steady. So we have the Knight of Pentacles here. So there is some sort of movement there. And so they're just saying that there'll be some sort of movement with some sort of change coming up, with the change that's coming up. And so they're just like wanting you to acknowledge that because with whatever is going on, it's not a fast-paced thing. It's about getting something, seeing movement, feeling movement, making movement, but just taking your time, okay? Because I feel like there's something about it needing to be planned or thought about. This is why the Hermit is there, okay? Cool. And then we have the action and excitement, which is the theme for the Eight of Wands. So there's is some sort of action and there, and it's like, I see this as like putting out your ideas, your thoughts, your passions, your imagination, manifesting them out there. And so something is coming back. I think you start seeing, I wouldn't be surprised if you start feeling or seeing, sensing something has changed, something is changing, and it's like you can take some action towards something, because you have either some news of some sort, not necessarily, happy-go-lucky sort of news. Some of it will be, and some of it will bring about that, because it means that there's movement, okay? And you're getting an idea about what is going on, and which means you can get an idea of how you can work with it, okay? In whatever way that is. Well, there's a lot of shit going on this week for you guys and gals. So then we have the beloved Queen of Cups. So she's in her element there. She's in her power. Whether you're a male or a female energy, it doesn't matter. It's just the fact that she's there. She's sitting on her throne. She's holding that one cup there. She knows who she is and how to control herself, her emotions, her thoughts, her feelings. And she's basically in control of herself, okay, in that way. Which brings about this feeling of, this... the Seven of Pentacles there, where there is a need to decide, okay, and about where to and how you're going to tackle the situation or situations that is happening around you at the moment. It could be with yourself, it could be with someone else, or it could be with someone's else. Whatever it is, it's obviously about you, okay? Awesome, because you see there's something, it's about whether you're going to stick with something that you already know, or whether you're going to begin something new. That's what the decision is how, and how are you going to make that move. Because one is like quite abundant or quite well known, and so it's like, do I continue with that, or do I move forward, or do I begin something, go with a new beginning, with a new way of new way, okay. But through it all, it's like keeping, grounded, because this has got to do, because the Pentacles has got to do with about career and financial wealth, but I'm hearing as health as well, but more so with the money side of things, and possessions, all that sort of thing, material wealth. And so, but you'll be in a much better decision and to decide how that will play, how you're going to handle that, because it's like, yay, I've got it. So there's a lot of energy, a lot of action. It's you generally to do around with, moving forward financially in some way or form, and how you're going to plan to do that, how you're planning to do that. But it's it's definitely about keeping in control with your emotions, basically. Cool. How cool is that? Something is moving anyway. Anyway, I'm going to leave that with you right now. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going to get a card out of here. So it's pretty... okay, interesting. I said health and wealth before, because this has come out, the health card. And I'm thinking, okay, no, I'm not finished. So, okay, so there is something about health, looking after your health, which is why this, coming back to this Hermit, and not disconnect you from the emotional attachment to stuff or whatever's going on, so you're not buying into it emotionally, but also coming to the end of, getting out of your head, okay? Because when we're in our head, we can make up all these extra stories, all these, extra stuff that goes on top of the story, which is actually really isn't the story. And so there's that's why that's important for us to make sure that where our emotions are sitting, how they lie within whatever is going on for us at that time and place. Okay, cool. And exercise. So there's something about exercise. Now, exercise I'm hearing is, and coming back to the health side of things. So that's where those two are about together. It's obviously to do with health, and it's in all round, but it's like exercise is really helpful. I find it for me, like just going out for a walk for the dogs, or just mowing the lawns, whatever it is, to to take my mind away from things and shift my space, shift my energy. And it's not always that my mind will go away with from or whatever it is, but it shifts my energy out from where I am, and it helps me to be able to, you know, think differently, think clearer, and think, you know, yeah, differently is the word that I'm wanting to more, not just clearer, that too, but shift my perspective from when I'm, like, say, sitting on the couch at home. Yeah. It takes me out of that energy, and I feel like you will know. Yeah, you will know. Oh, okay. Anyway, it's gone all quiet. See, it's just like quiet contemplation, and instilling yourself so you can just hear what is the truth of, and the real story about what you can be doing for the best possible outcome. Take a breath. Awesome. Anyway, I'm going to leave that with you. So I'm just going to send you lots of love, peace, harmony, and joy, excitement, and adventure. Bye for now.